What's going on YouTube? I've made a video in, what, 2 weeks, and I feel like it's affecting me because it's my 4th take at this. So if you're new to the channel, we gained like 1,500 subs in a week. I'm not entirely sure why, but if you're new, welcome. This is the Fuel Force factory. This is where I was gonna build a shop. Unfortunately, I'm gonna talk to you guys about that in a minute, why the title is what it is. But before we get into that, the Fuel Force, which if you didn't know is like my apparel, automotive society kind of thing and merchandise. Basically, if you enjoy my channel, you want to support it and get some badass shirts. We haven't launched a new shirt or anything in I think, what, 3 months? I've been kind of a shitty YouTuber on multiple fronts, but happy to announce we are launching 3 shirts. If you're watching this video, they are live right now and linked down below. We got a classic logo on a Miami blue shirt. It's not exactly Miami blue, but it's about as close as I could possibly get. A lot of you guys have been asking for like Fuel Force factory shirts, right? Like something that actually shows like this place. This one is by far my favorite, because I mean, come on, like, this is probably the coolest shirt I've ever dropped on Fuel Force. So why is the warehouse possibly not gonna work out? Minus the fact that it's literally just filled with trash from Max. Thanks, Max. This area was supposed to be the Fuel Force shop, right? I ordered some parts for my truck. Max has a shitload of parts coming for his Jeep, and a company reached out and they wanted to give us a lift, and it was like, this is perfect because we need a lift. Yeah, we could do it on flat ground, but for the most part, getting shocks off of the Raptor and putting coilovers on the Jeep and everything would be a lot easier if it was up in the air. So they sent over the spec sheet for the lift. I sent that to our landlord, and our landlord fired back immediately and was like, hey, the rebar in our concrete's way too far apart for that. Don't install a lift. Like, it'll probably crack the concrete. It would potentially fall later on. We have a truck on it or something, which would be a nightmare. Then I started looking around at some other places and realized that every place I looked at was up to specs for the lift. So it's not the end of the Fuel Force factory though. I will find another shop. I have friends with shops and stuff. And we can still work on flat ground, so it's not like that big of a deal. We're just gonna get some giant jack stands in, I guess, hope that it works out. It would be so much easier with the lift. And there's a company that wants to give me a lift for free and sponsor it. And I have to tell them now, like, actually, we can't install one in here because our stupid concrete isn't thick enough. That's why I'm saying I kind of got screwed over on this one. Thanks, landlord. But it doesn't even matter now because Project Rep Talk. I already ordered the parts for the Raptor, so I have to go through with this now. We're putting iBox springs in the front, which will lift the front of the Raptor about 2.5 inches. We're doing new leaf springs and bump stops in the back, which will lift the back of the truck about 1 inch. It'll keep all of its off-road capabilities, but I'll be able to squeeze 37s in here. And then after that's done, new front fenders that stick out a little bit further to clear the 37s. Slowly gonna turn the Raptor into a better version of itself, as cheap as possible. Initially, the plan was like full redo of the front suspension, the back suspension. I was gonna bypass rack, we're gonna run the shocks up into the bed. It's gonna cost me probably like $18,000, not including labor. And then I heard about the Raptor Shelby V8, like the 700 horsepower engine going into a Raptor potentially next year as like a final farewell for this truck, as well as Ram just confirmed their TRX Rebel, which is gonna be a 707 horsepower Hellcat powered Ram. And it's like, those are such better platforms to build off of. I would much rather start with a 707 horsepower supercharged V8 and then put a shitload of money into that thing and turn it into a Baja truck than try to get around the EcoBoost. So I think with my new plan, I'm only gonna drop like $3,500 to get all the parts I need to get this thing on 37s and make it look like a tank. That's my new idea. I was planning on filming it. Oh, fucking spiders. I was planning on doing a photo shoot tonight and taking the GT3 RS out, and that's how I was gonna end this video, and that got canceled. So let's spin to tomorrow. What the fuck are those?
Big meats, right?
42s?
42s.
You think we're getting this on these without a lift?
Did I even know the technique when you put mount tires? I know you do like this, and you lift up to put
a good old straddle technique.
Yeah.
I like to do that on my Saturday nights.
So we're gonna install for all of you that
with your mom
know Jeeps and stuff. Unlike Joe's truck, we're actually gonna put real bead locks on mine, so we get to install those probably the next like 2 weeks.
I don't think y'all understand how big. You know what?
Oh, it's almost at your roof. I like how Joe's like getting like a 6-foot gap between his cars, you know.
Oh, happy.
Woo.
We should do that right there, dude. That'd be...
I put 42s on my Porsche.
How would you like to be a model for me real quick?
I'm a model, idiot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Let's do it. You eat lunch?
No, let's do that.
I'm starving.
Okay.
90% of my videos is just getting in and out of cars.
Yeah, notice, I was like, we always feel like that's part of the video. Like,
yeah.
People have to know that we got out of the car.
Yeah, no. They're like, they know we just ate, and now we're gonna shoot some product shots.
I think we should waste energy going up the stairs.
I bet that door's locked. You're not gonna.
Try me, bitch!
Moments later.
Honestly, the biggest update I can give you guys is what I'm doing 99% of the time. If I'm not making a video, I'm not playing video games, then more than likely from the hours of like 7 a.m. to like 2 a.m., I am probably sitting behind a computer just, yeah, right here, typing code. If you didn't know what I do for a profession, I guess, how I make my money, is building apps and servers, mostly backends and like enterprise business logic stuff, as well as a lot of front end stuff. And a while back I started Fourth Phase. I even made a video explaining that I was gonna try to like get some of it off my plate so I can make more videos, and that didn't happen at all. If anything, I am working more now than I was then. It's almost like an addiction. It's like the one thing that I really enjoy doing and I happen to be really good at. And it makes really good money, and then you see the money coming in and it's like I just wanna keep doing that, and then it's just a never ending loop of trying to make more and more, and quickly I kind of lose track and stop making videos and stop hanging out with friends and stuff, and I'm just looking at a screen all the time. So I'm trying to get better about this. The update with Fourth Phase, unfortunately I'm working by myself again, but I'll be looking for some front-end devs here pretty soon. Initially I was taking on like every project I possibly could. Now I'm getting very picky. So I have hundreds of emails reaching out for websites and stuff. If you've reached out in the past, I apologize if I haven't gotten back to you. But I'm trying to like delegate some of the smaller projects off to someone else. That's the goal with Fourth Phase. I am at the point now where I've knocked out probably 6 websites in the last 2 weeks. I'm working on a pretty big app right now. So, and I know this is probably like the 20th time I've said this in a video, but I am trying to make more and more videos. Actually, my friends over at Red Bull are taking me to the F1 race here in November. I believe I'm going to the Raptor Run, I think next weekend or the weekend after. We're talking about possibly going to visit ABT Audi in Germany. So I have like unlimited possibilities for collabs and footage and content. Now it's just trying to make time for it. I'm gonna wrap this video up by thanking you guys for all the support. 140,000 subs in a matter of like, what, a year and a half, 2 years? Pretty crazy. I started this channel just like as a fun thing to do on the side. I enjoyed editing videos and making videos. And I also enjoyed cars, and it's like, maybe I can do something with both of them. I did not expect this to grow into what it has. And the community we've built around it is insane. If you guys are in our Discord chat or you've bought Fuel 4 stuff in the past, thank you. And I promise I am working on getting as much content out as I possibly can. If you made it to the end of this video, click the link down below. You guys will be the first to know about the Fuel 4 stuff. And I will catch you guys in, I think, 2 days. And also, bombshell at the end of this video, my stepdad bought a 65 Mustang for his son. It's the worst 65 Mustang you could possibly imagine because it's an inline 6 and it's an automatic, and I would want a V8 and a manual. He was gonna build it out as a project car and then realized he didn't have time. And he's kind of offered it to me as like a free project car. Like if I decide to rebuild it on the channel and we turn it into something badass, I'll pay him for it then. If I decide to work on it for a month or 2 and then realize it's way more work than I wanted to do, I just give it back to him. So what do you guys think? Should we try to build a 1965 Ford Mustang? It's not a fastback. If it was a fastback, this wouldn't even be a question on the channel. Comment down below. I'll see you guys on the next one.